One of the great things inside an organization is getting really clear about how we actually play this game. And to me, this is really about the foundational piece of phenomenal meeting rhythms. When I walk into any business, I say, you know what, you need a great operations meeting. And that operations meeting has a couple of key different headings inside of it. First of all, we've got recruitment. Who are we trying to recruit? What are we trying to do on the merger and acquisition path? You get the idea. Then we got to talk about what's happening in sales right now, what's happening inside of property management. What are we doing on the financials? How are we tracking in terms of our cash flow? What's actually then happening at a marketing level, and what are we actually doing specifically at a general business level to make sure that we really go to perform? Now, sitting inside of that operations meeting, we actually make sure that each one of those individual items are timed. So we say, okay, great, you know what? We're going to spend 5 minutes on recruitment, 3 minutes on sales, 3 minutes on property management. We're going to spend 3 minutes on the finances, 5 minutes on the marketing, and maybe 5 minutes on the general business. And then who are the people that we're going to need to have inside of that meeting? And then beyond that, how do we actually want those people to, maybe engage in that meeting? Is it an information download? Are we in a position that ultimately it's a vote? Or are we in a position that naturally it's going to be a lively discussion? And we're going to make sure we've got that super clear, and we run that operational meeting every, whatever it is, let's call it Wednesday at 8 a.m. And that way we've actually got a meeting rhythm that ultimately goes to guarantee that level of success. Now, if you think about the way that we go to play, it's about getting clear that we never do a meeting without having clarity of why we're meeting. And that's what we actually go to call the purpose of the meeting. When you get clear about those things, when you make the decision to go all in, that's when everything absolutely changes. So when I walk into your ops team and I say, hey guys, how do we play around here? What are our meeting rhythms? What do they look like? What's the purpose of those meetings? What's the types of conversations that we have? Would they know them? Or ultimately, do we still have to show them? And this is what you're trying to do in building phenomenal leadership inside of a business, is you're getting back to the clarity of why you do what you do and when you go to do it. Make it simple, put it on a one-pager, and teach your team how this system really works to guarantee a phenomenal profit, so that ultimately you can reinvest that profit to build an incredible business to serve more customers more often.